Hey, it's Tony, and in this quick tutorial I'm actually going to show you how to set up a swap using safe swaps. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a search. Now, depending on the size of your list, you can select one of these two options. You can either do less than 50 clicks or less than 100 subscribers, or you can go using these different types of metrics. I like using this feature, which is match. So I'm going to go with match, and what it'll automatically do is it knows how many subscribers I have in my list. As of today, I have 301, and the way that you can check that is by clicking on your settings screen and going to your autoresponders, and see it says 300 verified. You can always add a new one, which is Aweber, and that's the one that I use. And you can say your list size, you would type in 305 maybe. It says open Aweber login page, integration successful, click save, and it says close this window, click save and verify. Now it's going to verify it and say integration successful, click done. See, it's subscribed 305, so I can go ahead and remove this one. I won't need it, and this one. So, and actually as of today, I can show you I've got 307 subscribed. So if I would have put 305 or whatever, actually if I would have put 400, it would have said not verified. It would have only verified what I have subscribed. So make sure that you put the correct amount as of the day that you verify. So back to booking a swap. So if we are booking a swap, you're going to go to search, and you can select again one of these options. I'm going to go with match. So click on match, and then it's going to find people that have about as many as I do, 387, 299, 386. So these might be good people to book a swap with. I actually booked a swap earlier with this guy, so future ad swap book on this day. He's got a 300 list size, verified. 14 clicks is what he delivered last time. He received 8 more than that, and he's got an 8 traffic mark. His reliability is good, which is what you want. See, this is a gray person, maybe won't be that good. And if you have questions about that, the place to go about the reliability is click on the question mark and then go into general information. So reliability, what is the reliability index? Green, 46,000 and more is good. Yellow, a little bit iffy. Red, not so much. So make sure that you guys go through this information. Gray is not enough data to display the index. So definitely check this information, and we'll go back to search, so match. And if you have questions about different parts, you could always check on that little question mark, and it'll explain it in further detail. So again, back to Kristen. We've already got an ad swap booked, so I'm going to actually show you that. So when you click on swaps, after you've clicked that book, the yellow book button, our ad swap is booked for this day, which is the 10th. So one of the things about safe swaps is that it's not compatible with Aweber, and if you notice, that's what I use. I use Aweber. The really weird part is that it's compatible with everything else. So if you go again here to the little question mark, you're going to go to autoresponders, and it's going to kind of explain what an autoresponder is and the ones that are compatible. I actually am kind of pissed off that Aweber doesn't work, because it would be really easy for us to just click on this Q swipe button, click it, and it would automatically set it up for the date that we wanted. So what I would recommend that you do if you're with Aweber is file a ticket like I did, send them a ticket, and just copy and paste that information and let them know I'm trying to integrate Aweber with safe swaps, and they claim that due to Aweber's API it's not compatible. Aweber is the only autoresponder that is not compatible. Can you please take a look at this? The more people from Aweber that they get telling them about this, hopefully they'll be able to integrate it. If you have a really big list through Aweber, you definitely don't want to switch autoresponders or email marketing software. But again, it's very easy to kind of get past this, and I'll kind of show you how. So when you have this done, we've got the swipe set up. It tells you your swipe, which, remember, you can set up multiple swipes by clicking on your settings screen. So you would click on this, and this is where you can do all of your different swipes. See where it says my swipes? You can add as many as you want. So this is the one that I use for the MLSP 29-minute video. And there's my little track me links kind of put in there. So save changes. And so what we'll do is his partner swipe. So this is it right here. This is what he wants me to send out. It's not a very good written copy, so we'll kind of see how it goes. I know I read kind of earlier that you want a reliability index for the swipe rating. So as you can see, average rating of this swipe by other safe swap users. The average rating I would give this would be like probably a 2 or 3. I'm not going to rate him right now because I don't want to hurt his rating, but maybe later on we'll see how it goes. So what you would do is, as you can see, his title is Endless Floods of Traffic, and we agreed to 100 clicks, which if you missed that part, it's actually right here on the calendar. So when you go to your calendar, in case you forget how many you agreed to, it'll say right there. Actually, no, on this one we didn't agree to clicks, we agreed to list size. So this one we're just blasting our entire list. But that's fine, you just queue it, and if you were blasting a whole list, like 300, you have 300, I have 300, I just queue it and blast it. We're not really trading clicks. However, for those of you that are trading clicks, this is really important. The way that you do that is, if I were purchasing clicks from this guy, we'll assume that we're agreeing to send 100 clicks in this scenario. You would take this information and copy it. It's very important that you use this link and that you send it no later, you can't send it before the 10th of February. If you're trading clicks, SafeSwap will not track anything prior to this date and time. So make sure you send it on February 10th after 12 o'clock midnight Eastern time. Okay, so I would just schedule it a few hours later. So here is the process. So I'm going to create a broadcast, and in this scenario we're going to talk about clicks. So we'll just pretend that I've got 1,000 people on my list. Assuming that his offer converts at, assuming that his offer converts at 45%, I'm going to send it to 200 people, or 150 people, just to give him 100 clicks. So let's try 150 people. So what you would do is create a split test broadcast. Now again, in this scenario, we're assuming I have 1,000 people on my list. So 150 people is 15%. And we're including a HTML message, or you can do plain text. Doesn't really matter. So we'll do plain text, and the rest we can just leave it like that, because this part right here, we're not even going to use. So what you would do is you create a new split test. And it takes just a second, so we'll come back over here. And here we go. So if you can see on this part right here, this is the part we want to send it to. We want to send it to the 15%, the 150 people. So this is his swipe, and I'm just going to go ahead and send it out as is. It's an endless flood of traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this part and put it in the subject line. And I might personalize it for him to kind of help with the conversion. So first name, so if I'm sending this to John. Hey John, how would you like an endless flood of traffic? Kind of generic, but again, it's a swipe, so no big deal. Select this part, copy, paste. This is where the message goes. And we'll just kind of want to space it out a little bit. So, well, now you can, free videos on how to do it. Check it out now. So if you notice in his original swipe, these original links were actually set up to redirect to here. But since we're doing a regular text one, not an HTML, we can't mask those links. So we're just going to insert it normally. If you wanted to do HTML, you certainly can. That's not a problem. You could do that. But I'll just put the links in this example below. So there we go, and we'll say thanks, Tony. And then you're going to definitely want to test this. And the reason you want to test it is to make sure the links are working. So I'm going to put, this is my email address. I'll just use my Gmail account since that's what I have up. Send test. And we'll wait till it says sent. I'm checking my Gmail account now. There. This is his information right here. So it is working. You can't really see it, but yeah, everything's fine. So it works. See, when you click on it, it takes you to his capture page. So it's working. So now what we're going to do is we've got the links in there and everything's working fine. There's my little signature at the bottom, and then click next. I don't want to share this with my RSS or my Facebook because it's not something of mine, it's actually his, and this doesn't really affect anything anyways. Schedule for later if you're using autoresponders, the Aweber one. If not, your autoresponder should have somewhere similar to this that you can schedule it. So we agreed to, and you're going to want to double check the date again. So we agreed to February 10th, 2013. This is February 10th, 2013. Again, this is Central Time. That's at Eastern. I'm going to put 8 o'clock a.m. Central Time, and the deadline was 0 o'clock Eastern, so it would have been 11 o'clock my time. So this is well more than fine. So I'll select 8 a.m., schedule, and queue. And it's saving. Okay, so if you notice, right here it says the 15%. It says queue to be sent. You notice how it left the other 85% right here, the other part of the split test? Guess what? All you have to do is just close that and delete it, and that's fine. Now it's only going to send it to that part of my list. So that's pretty much all you have to do. And then, for example, in some scenarios where if you look at what if you agreed to send 150 clicks and he's not getting 150 clicks and he already sent you the 150 and you're struggling, what you would want to do in that scenario is you're going to want to visit the help section, and you're going to click on click matching. And it says right here, if you're way behind on clicks, 20% or even more, you have to match clicks your partner sent you. The most simple way to do this is to broadcast the same swipe again. The system will track all new clicks and add them to the swap statistics. The system tracks clicks for 3 months after the swap occurred. And if your partner is behind, the best way to have them do the same thing for you is ask them to resend the same swipe to the same list. And that way you can get more clicks. So that's pretty much how you do that part. You would just rebroadcast it. And again, you're going to want to click on this part. And this is the little bar. See, I just actually booked an ad earlier today. So when you click on this, it'll tell me how many guys that's already sent me. So just a few. I literally just booked it a few minutes ago. But here's one I did a few days ago. So this is what it's going to look like for you. Whoops, that's the one that I did with her. That's the one I have scheduled for. So this is actually the one that I did. So as you can see, 259 clicks and out of 2 solos. So you just always want to make sure that when you're doing your most recent events that you can see that you're getting what you agreed to, which in this case was 100 clicks, and that you're giving them what they agreed to, which was 100 as well. So I hope you enjoyed this quick training, and if you have any questions or something, feel free to give me a email or shoot me a text or hit me up on Facebook or on here. And again, don't ever forget to visit the help section right here to kind of answer any more of the additional questions you might have. So thanks for taking a look at this. Have a good day.